Harris, I understand that you just had a really interesting case that had to do with alien smuggling into the United States. Could you give us a little background on that?
Well, yeah, I mean, most people hear aliens and they probably think of Martians. But in this case, aliens are people who are not legally allowed to be in the United States of America. And from time to time, people have been known to transport people from Haiti or Cuba or Jamaica or the Bahamas into South Florida. And in this instance, I was representing a client who came from the Bahamas on a boat with 7 illegal aliens. 5 were adults, 2 were children. Some of them were for Haiti, some of them were from Jamaica. And he was actually a for-profit venture. So the people were supposed to pay him a certain money and someone else to operate a boat to get him and them across the border. Unfortunately for him, when he came in through the port, the Fish and Wildlife Commission saw him going through a manatee zone and executed a stop because they thought he was speeding. And at that point, they found the illegal aliens on the boat. So he was taken into federal custody. That is a federal crime when you're dealing with an issue that is of a national level, such as immigration. You're going to find yourself in federal court. And federal court is different than state court in a lot of ways. Some ways more challenging, some ways not. In this case, my client had a prior record, but through some intense negotiations with the prosecutor, we were able to enter into a plea that saved him a number of years of his life. Had he gone to trial and had he been convicted of, he was charged with 7 counts of alien smuggling, he could have gotten 70 years total. He could have gotten 3 years minimum mandatory stacked on each. That would have been 21 years minimum mandatory. And things could have been a lot worse, but through some good negotiations and a plea bargain with the prosecutor, we were able to save him many years of his life. He will have to do a little bit of time, but soon he'll be out and he'll be able to get back to his family and do what he's got to do.
Was this prior a related situation, or?
No, it's the first time he'd ever been involved in this kind of thing. But when you're in federal court, they classify you as level 1, someone with 0 criminal history, through level 6. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and they have a point system. He was on the highest scale, level 6. So whenever you're on the highest scale, your range for sentencing then increases. That's the way that they calculate their sentence.
Right. And the prosecutor was interested in negotiating because of your great charm, or did he think the case wasn't as solid as he wanted, or how did you, what was the...
I think he knew he thought he had a pretty solid case, and he would have been willing to go to trial. But with a good lawyer who understands when certain facts may not necessarily be in your favor, how to work alongside a prosecutor, especially in federal court, you're able to minimize the damage, and that's what we were able to do here.
Okay. Very interesting. And the folks that he brought in, I guess they went off to ICE, or are they now?
Yeah, I think they probably turned them around. Unfortunately, they'll have to find another route to the American dream. We certainly hope they do.
Thank you so much for that. That was a truly interesting case.
Yes, thank you.